So, welcome you all for this morning session on Glories of Chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. It's a very apt topic to be discussed in this wonderful place of Navadvip, Mayapur. So, this is the place from which this chanting of Hare Krishna Mantra has been propagated. So, this is the Yuga Dharma. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to distribute this, or to implement or to teach this process of Yoga Dharma to all of us. So we are in this very amazing and apt place to discuss this particular subject. So in fact, this bhajan that we sing, the Jai Radha Madhav, so this is also a Nama Sankirtan. So like it is, if you see all the things that are there in this bhajan, it is only the names, it's composed of the names of the Lord. Jai Radha Madhav. So it is, if you see like Radha Madhava means, here also the deity's names is Radha Madhava. So Krishna, who is the lover of Srimati Radharani. And then Kunja Bihari means he is, Vihar karte. So like where in the Kunjas, in the Kunjas means like the small kutirs or small, what is it? These days, like one time, we had our resort. No. Small hut, that's all. So, or it may be like small bushes and things like that. It's not a very elaborate arrangement. So in fact, we had Bangalore when we were staying in the base, our base name was Surabhi Kunj. And then once Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj had come, and that was like 3-story building. And what Kunja it is? No, Kunja means like it should be small. So it is not like big. So Kunja Bihari, so he is, what is that? He roams around and he spends his time in the grooves of the Vrindavan Dham, the Vrindavan forest, and Gopi Jana Vallabha. Gopi Jana Vallabha means he is the lover of cowherd maidens of Vraja, and then he is Giri Varadari. So like he is the holder of the mountain Govardhan. And then Yashoda Nandana, he is beloved son of Mother Yashoda. And Vraja Jana Ranjana, so like he is the delighter of the inhabitants of Vraja. So he offers pleasures to all of them. And then Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Now he wanders in the forest, on the banks of Yamuna. So it is not Yamuna Tira, Yamuna means like that which is connected to Yamuna. So that is like the forests, which are in the banks of Yamuna. So that is called Yamuna. So like he wanders in the forest along the banks of Yamuna. So like that. So Jamuna Tira Varachari. So like that. So if you see, in this there is no specific request that is being made. No, like you grant me this boon and things like that. There is no specific this one of offering obeisances and things like that. So it is just simply the different names of Krishna. So like this, there are many songs in the line of Nam Sankirtan. So which is Vibhavari Sesha, that is also bhajan, like all different names of Krishna is described. So this is like considered to be a very, very powerful, mechanism of addressing the Lord and praying to the Lord. So we see that in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna mentions that Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanam Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. So like a very, very mature practitioner of Krishna consciousness, he actually comes to this platform of utterly taking shelter of the names of the Lord. So like all his prayers, all his desires, everything actually comes to a culmination of he just gets everything that he wants, everything that he desires, everything is satisfied just by uttering the names of the Lord. So this is like a very, very interesting and very nice this one of the chanting the names of the Lord. It is, in fact, it is mentioned that in the scriptures, the chanting the names of the Lord is a culmination or the pinnacle of coming to the spiritual practice. No, in fact, in the when I think Devahuti, no, she is glorifying, or she is in conversation with Kapila Dev. No, at the time she also glorifies the chanting of the names of the Lord. She mentions that no, even if a person, no, who is swapacha, no, who is eater of dog eaters. No, dog eaters are considered to be like the pancha, no, or beyond the Vedic Varnashrama system, so they are not considered to be cultured. No, so even such a person, if he comes to the point of chanting the names of the Lord, it is to be understood that he has already performed all the necessary ritualistic ceremonies, all the necessary purifications, and he has attained all the qualifications. Matlab, if somebody is going for admission into LKG, and then he happens to chant, so then the teacher says he has already finished the primary, secondary, and after that what is that, graduation, post graduation, PhD, sab kuch ho gaya. So if he has come to the point of chanting the names of the Lord, so somebody may ask, like, this is so simple, just chanting the names of the Lord. So but then if somebody chants, like, he has come to the culmination, so that means it is not just simply chanting, it is coming to the point of that taking complete shelter of the names of the Lord, having complete faith in the names of the Lord, and then if I just chant the names of the Lord, all that needs to be done, everything is done. No, he should have solid faith in the process of chanting the names of the Lord, and he should not take shelter of anything else. No, he has exclusive shelter on the names of the Lord. So then he is considered to be, he has attained the perfection. In fact, in the Vedic system, it is so that this chanting, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, all these things, the Navavida Bhakti, that is to be done by every single person. No, be he a Karma Yogi, Jnana Yogi, whoever it may be, every single person is expected to do this, Navavida Bhakti, the chanting and this kind of process. And on top of it, if he does something else, so then he is called as a Karma Yogi or Jnana Yogi or something like that. But if he exclusively does this only, so then he is considered to be the topmost, like Bhakti Yogi. So this chanting is like really, really very important, that length and breadth, all the people are expected to chant the names of the Lord. And if somebody exclusively takes shelter of the names of the Lord, he is considered to be, he has finished all the graduation, PhD, everything. This is like in the process of Krishna consciousness. So that we can understand the importance of this particular activity of chanting, which is recommended for every single person. So now we will be okay. So now when we chanted this Jai Radha Madhav prayer, it contains something called the primary names of the Lord. So this is also something that we need to understand. So what is the primary names and secondary names? So primary names of the Lord are in connection with his pastimes. Now if you see Radha Madhava, and then like Vrajajana Ranjana, Girivaradari, all these things are like very, very nice names, like which are in connection with his devotees, which are in connection with his personal pastimes. And secondary names are those which are in connection to the functional aspect of the Lord. The Lord as Lord being the Paramatma, the Lord being the master and controller of this world, and the Lord gives the remembrance, the Lord creates, Lord maintains, all these kind of things, or the one who is supplying the needs and necessities of all the living entities. So these are all functional aspect, functional aspect for the purpose of maintaining this material world. So then it becomes secondary name. And primary names are the names which are in connection with Lord's pastimes, which he himself likes to do, which he himself, he likes to be part of or be there in the spiritual world, and be amongst his devotees and exchange loving reciprocations and things like that. So that's what Krishna primarily does. And how does he deal with the material world and creation and things like that? He expands into Balaram. Balaram expands into what is that, Chaturvyuha, Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Vasudeva, and then like from there comes Mahavishnu, and then from Mahavishnu comes Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and from Garbhodakshay Vishnu comes Shirodakshay Vishnu, and that person handles the whole of the managerial activity. So it is like highly delegated activity. Krishna doesn't get involved at all. And in fact, if somebody becomes a devotee and somebody becomes surrendered to the Lord and he wants to do devotional service for the pleasure of the Lord, so then he says his expansions, like, you don't manage, I'll manage this guy personally. Right? So he takes up the management directly. So because he does only activities only with his devotees. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita there is a nice shloka that comes. I don't remember the Bengali now. So, but then the shloka says, Krishna, like, or the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he does his pastimes only along with his devotees. He chants with his devotees, he dances with his devotees, he distributes this, holy name, like through his devotees. He does all this activity, with his devotees. He doesn't interact with anybody, outside. So बाहर के लोगों से like ज़्यादा लेने देने नहीं रखते हैं भगवान. So we have to decide like whether we are outside people or inside people. So outside means rules and regulations are there. We have set up the laws of karma, and we have set up all the this ones. If you however you play the game, according to that you will get the reward. So if you play the game right, if you do punya, you will get some benefit. If you do papa, you will get some sinful reactions. So but then if you become a devotee, the Lord breaks all the rules and regulations. So like you may have to go through so many different things, like you have performed so many sinful activities. Krishna says, aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayasami. And then sometimes it so happens that Yamaraj and all these people, like they are keeping note of all the sinful activities, pious activities, and they are planning. They have made a project plan for next 100 lifetimes, 1000 lifetimes. Sara project plan gaya. Because this guy has started to surrender into the lotus feet of the Lord. So then this becomes very powerful actually. So because the Lord takes up, and then Lord just gets the job done as quickly as possible. So like that. So it is, this chanting the names of the Lord is a very, very like very amazing kind of an activity. So though it may appear very simple than the complex Vedic mantras which is chanted, and though it may appear very simple in comparison to elaborate the Vedic text with so much of deeper meanings and so much of all that greatness that it carries. So these names are so simple, but then it is very, very powerful. So that is the position of the names of the Lord. So in this connection, there is a nice discussion in Chaitanya Charitamrita, so where Lord Chaitanya is having a conversation with Haridas Thakur. Here we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to ask many questions from Haridas Thakur. So this is sometimes this kind of activity happens. It is not just that Krishna means like he just likes to instruct and everybody to follow. That is like that happens with Vishnu, that happens with Narayana. He is a boss. So but then in terms of Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so they are very intimate with their devotees, and sometimes they instruct their devotees and sometimes they hear from their devotees. So so in this way, like, the Lord actually makes the pastime. It's like now also this is happening. So many of you are preaching the message of Krishna consciousness. So it is why should we preach? Like, Lord can directly give the message, and that becomes quite powerful. So but then the Lord likes his devotees also to speak, and the Lord likes his devotees to glorify. And when they glorify, people actually get benefited, and sometimes the Lord also sits and hears the class of the devotee. So maybe quality control or something like that. But then he likes and he relishes the Krishna Katha spoken by his devotees, right? So there are many cases, the many instances this we have seen in the history that Lord actually likes to hear. One of the nice devotees, like Bilva Mangal Thakur, he was a very amazing devotee, and when he used to sing, Krishna used to personally come and sit and listen. So that is how the great the devotees are. So when they speak the glories of the Lord, so the Lord hears, and when Lord speaks, the devotees hear. And in fact, there is a nice description of the Vaikunta, no, in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So where it is described about. So there are many nice, wonderful birds, no, in the Vaikunta, and they are capable of singing very sweetly, no. So their capacities are so wonderful, no, they can sing very sweetly. But still, when a bumblebee, no, which goes to the inner chambers of the Lord, and then no, he no has some new news to speak about the glories of the Lord. So when they come, and these birds, no, they actually keep quiet and they hear the glories of the Lord. It is not that ki competition ki tum kya itna no तुम्हारा आवाज तो इतना घटिया है I can sing much nice, much sweeter than you, no. So it is not like that. So they are constantly eager to hear about the Lord, and if somebody is like speaking, so then all others are actually eager to hear about the Lord. So that's the nature of the Vaikunta, that's the nature of the spiritual world. And here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is hearing from Haridas Thakur. So like sometimes this controversy comes, like कौन भगवान है, लॉर्ड राम भगवान है कि लाइक भगवान शिव भगवान है. तो क्योंकि लॉर्ड राम he served, he worshipped Lord Shiva. So then this is like going to Tirupati and finding a bald-headed person, so everybody will be bald-headed only there. या नहीं तो इस्कॉन में आके कोई दास को ढूंढ रहे हैं, अरे सारे दास ही इधर, कौन सा दास चाहिए आपको. So like that, this is in the spiritual world, कौन किसको सेवा कर रहा है उसको देख के लाइक कौन भगवान है कौन सेवक है वो डिसाइड नहीं कर सकते. नो हु इज सर्विंग whom, that is not the criteria, because that world, the spiritual world, is completely driven by the power of service. No, everybody wants to serve. The Lord wants to serve, the devotee wants to serve. So we cannot understand who serves who. No, based on that we cannot understand who is Lord and who is the devotee. No, it is not possible, because everybody's only goal is to serve only. So Bhagavan bhi bhakton ko seva kar raha hai. No, so in fact when the 4 Kumaras, when they went to the Vaikunta planets, and they had a little bit of argument with the doorkeepers Jay and Vijay. So at the time they cursed the doorkeepers, saying that आप लोग इधर रहने का योग्यता नहीं है. No, you don't have the qualifications to stay in the Vaikunta, because you are discriminating based on bodily structure. No, we are small children करके like you are not allowing inside. So you have this duality. No, you should live in the world of duality. You go to the world of duality. So like that. So then Lord actually comes out of Vaikunta, and then he greets them. So it is my fault, like whatever my servants have done, so that fault actually belongs to me, so I should own that fault. And these are all my my left hand, right hand, this are like loga, and if they have done some this one, so I should lop off my hand. That's because Atiti, what is it, welcoming a Atiti is a very, very important principle in the Vedic Dharma. And the Lord says that if I don't follow the Dharma, so then who will follow? Who will actually practice? I am the highest role model, and if I don't follow, so then what will the common people do? It will be very, very bad example. So, and you had a very bad experience coming to Vaikunta. I'm very, very sorry. The UX was not good. User experience was not good in Vaikunta. So, and then he says that you see, people actually glorify me and to be the Supreme Lord and greatest person and things like that. So it is not because I am the Lord, so I am greatest. So because I serve my devotees constantly, and that is why I am considered to be greatest. Even Lakshmi, whose favor the whole world is trying to get the favor of Lakshmi, even she actually serves me without any expectation, just because I am constantly serving my devotees. So this is the this one, like we see practically also, in this world, like people like Hitler and all these people were there. So they were absolute controllers, but people did not like them. So they were absolute controllers, but it is not. That is not just sufficient for people to actually love and like and things like that. So Krishna is absolute controller, and at the same time he is a very lovable person. He likes to serve no. And this is a thing which I would like to highlight, that Krishna, how much he serves. So like he says that eko bahunam yo vidadati kaman, like no, he is the one person who actually understands, makes note of all the desires of all the living entities, and he ensures to meet those desires. No, he ensures that those desires are fulfilled. No, so that is how the Supreme Lord is actually trying to serve the living entities. No, it is like we are the servants, he is the master. So even if we stop serving, there are many living entities in the material world who stop serving the Supreme Lord and who are completely materialistic, but still the Lord is making note of all their desires, and still the Lord is trying to fulfill all their desires. So that is how the Lord is actually the service attitude of the Lord. It's like it's a heights of service actually. If we are asked to serve somebody and if they don't reciprocate properly, we'll come and say like kaisa aadmi ko serve karne ke liye bole. So it is better to serve somebody else. So but then the Lord is such a person, even if we don't reciprocate for not just few years, not just one lifetime, few lifetimes, hundreds and millions of lifetimes, even if we are not serving him, still the Lord is constantly serving us. And not just serving मतलब किसी को लगा के like इसका देखभाल करो भाई, ये मेरा बात नहीं सुनते, so क्या कर सकते हैं, मेरा बच्चा है, उसको देखभाल कर लो. So he is not even delegating, he is personally sitting as Paramatma, and he is looking after the needs and necessities of all the living entities. So that is the extent of service attitude of the Lord. So we can see that that's the nature of the spiritual world. So now here also let's not have the confusion that Lord Chaitanya is asking from Haridas Thakur. So that means maybe Lord Chaitanya doesn't know certain things. So it is not like that. It is a pastime. The Lord likes to discuss in this way. So one time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, and people who are killers of cows and Brahmanical culture. So those are called Yavanas. So and Lord is actually contemplating, how can these Yavanas be delivered? So what is the pranam mantra of Lord Krishna? Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadita Govindaya Namo Namah. Right? So he is what is that? He is the like Brahmanya Deva, and then and he is the Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. He likes the welfare of the cows and the Brahmanas. And just now we heard the definition of Yavana is that like one who kills the cows in Brahmanical culture. So, and the Lord is even thinking about their welfare. It is like one thing that we have to understand. So one time, one of the devotees actually, he was in so much of anxiety and depression and things like that. So मैंने बोला like why don't you read Bhagavad Gita nicely so that you will come out of depression. So he told that Bhagavad Gita I am regularly reading and that is a cause of my depression. तो गलत प्रोपेगेंडा करने वाला ये bad PR. अरे Bhagavad Gita पढ़ के Arjuna was in depression, and after hearing Bhagavad Gita he came out of depression, and you are telling whenever you read Bhagavad Gita you get into depression. तो क्या भाई like what's happening with you? So like what is that you are what makes you depressed when you read Bhagavad Gita? So whenever I read Bhagavad Gita or any books, I see that if you do this wrong, you will be punished like this. If you do this wrong, you'll be punished like this. I'm constantly in anxiety when I will do this wrong and I'll be punished. So then I had to tell him, see, you need to understand something about Sambandha Gyan. So like, this is also a classic example. If you don't know the Sambandha properly, and if you don't have the right prayojana, right goal, and if you don't know the right way of performing the abhidaya, like the process of executing Krishna consciousness, so then you may be externally chanting, externally reading books, but the things is not going to work. It is a process. It is as just like in your office, in your work environment. Everything goes by a process. So Krishna consciousness, the sadhana bhakti is a very well defined process. No, if we speculate, if we just imagine, no, in our own ways, and then if we execute some crap, no, it is not going to work actually. No, it has to be like properly done. No, so here the problem is reading Bhagavad Gita is not a problem. No, so like no, this person was thinking that reading Bhagavad Gita is a problem. So, but reading Bhagavad Gita is not a problem, but the understanding, the basic understanding who I am and who is the Lord, know what is this material nature is all about, and how to deal with all these things. Now here, what is his problem? Where is his understanding is lacking? Where this person is lacking his understanding?
He thinks that the material world is specifically made to like punish him, and Lord is ever ready.
Okay, so one of the this one problem is this world is made just to beat me. No, wherever I go, like people are ready to beat me, like so I am the only punching bag available. Everybody wants to beat me, and material world is designed just to beat me. No, to some extent it is true. In fact, in the Ajamil story, the Yamadutas say, like this material body is given just to punish the living entities, no, just to beat the living entities. No, to some extent it is correct, but that is not absolutely correct. No, so okay, any other mistake of this person? Huh? Overthinking is a problem. हाँ, so ज़्यादा सोचना नहीं चाहिए. So and then this one, bodily consciousness is definitely a problem. Anything else? There is no trust on
God.
on God. Okay, there is no trust on God. So Lord is a dependable person. Lord is a person whom we can actually take shelter of. It's not that Lord is not the villain. No, by seeing him we should run.
Trust the Lord. कि उसमें लिखा है मारेंगे तो जरूर मारेंगे.
जरूर मारेंगे. गलत trust है actually. So the Lord is not a villain. No, seeing whom we should always be afraid and run away and things like that. No, the Lord is actually the hero. He's meant to save us. We are in trouble and He's meant to save us. Right? So, like here the understanding of the position of the Lord. No, what is He up to? No, He's made all these rules and regulations, but what is His personal attitude? No, like He may punish the living entities. No, like cow killers. Definitely the Lord is going to give them hellish existence. No, they are going to go to the hell. In fact, it is mentioned, if somebody kills a cow, how much of hairs are there in the body of the cow, that many lifetimes, he has to be like punished very, very severely. So that is how severe the punishments are for those people. But then, like in the whole equation, what does the Lord do? Who punishes? Yamaraj punishes. So what does the Lord do? The Lord sits as Paramatma in that living entity's heart. Even in that Yavana, like who has killed the cow and who is undergoing the punishment, the Lord is sitting as Paramatma. And is it that like sitting as Paramatma and clapping, abhi dekho, like mara na tum, abhi maar kao अच्छे से, rascal, no, और मारना चाहिए, और पीटना चाहिए तुमको. No, he is telling that Anumanta Upadrishta Bharta Bhokta. No, he is also undergoing the same pain. Which that this Yavana, who's undergoing this hellish existence, even the Lord is actually sitting along with him. It is like a judge is there. He's giving a punishment to a criminal, and then he likes the criminal so much that he also goes along with the criminal to the jail and sits. So like this is one activity, like that one instance that we can actually meditate about. We can actually appreciate the Lord's mercy, and we can actually appreciate how much the Lord likes and loves the living entity. So the Lord is Vaikuntapati. The Lord is Bhokta. Bhoktaram Egnatapasham Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is one who is supposed to enjoy all the riches of this world because everything belongs to him. But then what need is there for him to come and accompany us in our with us, no, along with us. And if we become a like no dog or a pig or anything like that and wander in the street and enter into the gutter and things like that, the Lord is also no coming along with us. No, why should the no like Lakshmipati, why should the no Vaikuntapati, like no, why should he come to such a no lower position? No, but then he does that because of his very deep love and attachment towards all of us. No, he likes us so much. No, that is why he does all these things. So here the misunderstanding is that the Lord is a punisher. No, Lord is just waiting to see that no कब ये बंदा अगला mistake करेगा इसको no जोर से पिटाई देंगे. No, so like that is the understanding of this person. No, that is why he is depressed. But then if we understand the position of the Lord, who the Lord is, no. So in fact in Bhagavad Gita, no, like Krishna mentions that sorry, like in preface, like Prabhupada mentions, no, 4 simple aspects of Bhagavad Gita to understand who the Lord is, who we are, and no to like to be engaged in the service of the Lord, and no, that actually is the cause of liberation. And if we are not engaged in the service of the Lord, then the Maya will put us through so much of difficulties in this material world. So first and foremost things is to understand who we are and who the Lord is. If we have wrong understanding about this, then the bhakti is going to be like really very torturous system. Like this boy was like going through that. Reading Bhagavad Gita is causing him depressed. So it is like a torturous thing because of his lack of sambandha, lack of understanding, proper understanding of who the Lord is, right? So the Lord is very, very merciful person, and here the Lord is asking, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking how these Yavanas, and Mlechas, how all these people will get delivered. So Lord is actively contemplating about our deliverance. It's not that Lord is just interested only in punishing. No, punishment is there just to restrict our activities. So just to restrict our sinful activities or just to give some correction. But then, he is actually looking for our welfare. In fact, he is more than us. He is actually looking for our welfare. It is not that I need some things to like to be done for my own welfare. So I'm going to a person and asking like, can you do this favor to me? It is not like that. The Lord is coming and telling, please do a favor to yourself. Lord is coming and giving Bhagavad Gita. Lord is coming and giving, what is that? Like all the necessary things, and Lord sends devotees in our life who follows up with us and who make sure that we come for the program and things like that. So it is like Lord is actually looking for our welfare, then we are looking for our welfare. Even before we know what is our actual welfare, the Lord is actually planning and making so many arrangements for our welfare. So that is how this Lord is. And he is asking that how can these Yamanas be delivered? And Haridas Thakur is telling, oh Lord, don't be in anxiety. ज़्यादा चिंता मत कीजिए, like हम देख लेंगे, हम किसके लिए? So this is the attitude of a devotee. A devotee actually sees the anxiety of the Lord, and he takes that anxiety upon himself. And this is the thing. He is actually looking for service. The devotee is actually looking for service. It is not that the devotee is looking for some happiness. Like मैं वैकुंठ में जाऊंगा उधर बहुत ज़्यादा like ponds hai, and then nice trees are there, and they are kalpavruksha trees. They can give anything I desire and things like that. And kamadhenu cows are there, like उससे खेलूंगा और जो चाहिए मांगूंगा वो दे देगा and things like that. So that is not the attitude of the devotee. In fact, it is mentioned in Bhagavatam that when a devotee is thinking, what is the thought process of a devotee? Like the Lord comes and says, I will take you back to Godhead. I am going to give you liberation. I will take you back to Godhead, and you can just be free. Like 3 modes of nature will not touch you at all anymore. You just come back to Godhead. And then the devotee is asking like, ठीक है भगवान उधर आके मैं क्या करूँगा? अरे इतना सेवा किया, like थोड़ा सा आराम करो ना. So थोड़ा सा आराम करो, like आओ उधर, like 2-4 साल like ऐसे इधर उधर घूमते रहो, and देखो क्या क्या है, like थोड़ा enjoy करो, and then उधर like what is that? Everything is so amazing. Everything is so amazing. In fact, one time, one of my, myself and another one of my friend, we both were honoring prasadam when we were there in base, like back in the base days. So that time, suddenly this devotee, my friend, No, he started telling Prabhu, like, no, we have to go back to Godhead. इतना इतना strong conviction कैसा आया तुमको? वो भी like इतना परेशान होके बोल रहे हैं, like, no, क्या हो गया? So then he told, like, no, कितना अच्छा प्रसाद है, but no, मैं इससे ज़्यादा नहीं ले सकता हूँ, पेट भर गया. If I go back to Godhead, you know, there will not be any limit to taking prasadam, you know. So everything will be so delicious and you can keep on eating. अरे भाई, like, no, इस reason के लिए नहीं जाते back to Godhead. So, and no, it is mentioned that no, salokya sarupya sarishti samipyaikatvam apyuta diyamanam na grananti vina mat sevanam jana. So the devotee is going to say that, my Lord, no, I have some service here in this material world, so I will continue to do that. अगर उधर जरूरत पड़ा तो बोले आइए, मैं आता हूँ, नहीं तो no, I have, no, everything is all set here. You know? So like, I am attached to your service. No, that is very important, because this is like, when we connect with the Lord, so connection means there is a particular relationship. No, without that there is no connection. So it's like if somebody says like, no, I want to work in this company, no, then ठीक है, like, no, आके करो, no. So but then I need some offer letter, no, I need some job description, I need some offer letter. वो सब नहीं दे सकते. You know, I cannot give you salary, I cannot give you a job description. You can, if you want, you can come and काम कर सकते हैं. तो कोई नहीं जाएगा उधर, है ना? So there is a need of relationship is very, very essential. So we are the servant and Lord is the master. And if there is a relationship, there must be an active service. No, without that, what is the relationship? No, the relationship ही नहीं है. So like, even if the Lord were to come and say, no, I will give you release from the service, and you just like, no, थोड़ा hangout करो. No, the devotee will say like, no, मेरा connection ही टूट जाएगा. You know, so like, no, I need service. No, I need to be connected with you, and the means of connection with the Lord is service. And chanting is the best form of service that we can actually do to the Lord. And here we see that, like the devotee is telling like, no, Bhagwan chinta mat kijiye, so hame sir seva ka mauka dijiye, no. So we will go and do something, about this task, right? So all of you are going to do something about this task, right? No? So this is a very, very important anxiety the Lord is carrying, that how will all these living entities be delivered? And our devotees actually take tension, and they make like, they collect database of all the people, and specifically like, you are given the department of like, youth. So you have to take tension of how will all the youth of Bangalore be delivered, So others also are thinking about other areas, like, so, and once you get married, then you can think of little more broader audience. Till you get married, you can be little narrow, So if you think of other audience, definitely you'll get married. So it is better that youth boys, that's why we coined this word, IYMF, ISKCON Young Men's Forum, So let the focus be very, very clear, So like the seva for the Lord is very huge, but we are very small, so we are taking one small piece of this one, like that. So then Haridas Thakur is telling that you are talking about Yavanas, so Yavanas can be very easily delivered. So don't take so much of tension, my Lord, they can very easily be delivered. So how do you say like they can very easily be delivered? Because when they chant the names of the Lord in Namabhas, Namabhas means like chanting the names of the Lord without committing any offenses. And there are certain, these ones are there. They have, for the things that are untouchable, the Yavanas, they tell that, haram. Haram means like things that are untouchable, So when they tell that, so they are actually calling out to, they are not actually calling out to the Lord, but even your devotees, they call out to the Lord, they call out to you saying, oh Lord Ramachandra. Ha means like it is oh, it comes in the Sambodhan. In the Sanskrit, like there is like 7 vibhaktis are there. So the 7th one is called Sambodhan. Hey Krishna, hey Madhava, like that. So, and like generally this one, Hare Krishna mantra that is there, we don't have hey, oh and things like that and all. But then still, it is in the like vocative, it is in the Sambodhan, like vibhakti. So that means calling out. It is not like subject. No, it is not a subject like where no Rama is eating no fruit or something like that. No, it is like, hey Rama, no please come. No, like that. So it is calling out. No, that is the this one. That is a grammatical way the Hare Krishna mantra is also constructed. No, it is actually calling out to the Lord. So no, when they say this haram, no, then it is like calling out to the Lord, no. So and they may be sinful, no, they are eating cows and they are eating, no, like no, they are doing other sinful activities also, but then sin cannot, any amount of sin cannot touch the holy name. No, the holy name is much beyond the sin, but only thing which is in connection with the sin can touch the holy name or reduce the power of the holy name is when we think that I will chant the holy name and I will destroy the sins, so then it turns into an offense against the holy name. No, holy name को कुछ like कुछ mundane चीज के लिए use करना है. No, if you don't think like that and if you simply chant, then holy name will destroy all the sins. But if you think that holy name will destroy the sins, so I will chant and I will commit sinful activities, then it will not destroy. No, ऐसा like no, we can see that no छोटे बच्चे से like no कब जब बोलेंगे like no many times this happens कि no थोड़ा जोर से बोल दिया कि like no प्रभु ये सेवा करना चाहिए, no, तो तुम बोला इसके लिए मैं नहीं करूँगा. So that is not like this. The holy name is not like egoistic personality. The holy name actually, the holy name is very, very powerful. We will see the power of the holy name, in some time. We have been describing about the power of the holy name, but the holy name has a certain ways to connect with. If you use the holy name for some mundane purpose, so then it stops acting. It stops acting in its this one. So the holy name has to be worshipped as a transcendental entity. Even if you don't worship, even if you make fun of the holy name, even if you ये देखो हरे कृष्ण वाला जा रहे हैं, so even if you do like that, so still it is very powerful. But then if it is used for some mundane purpose, or if we are trying to trick the holy name for like getting some material benefit, so then the holy name's power doesn't act. So there is a particular way of actually invoking this holy name. So this namabhas is very, very powerful. So like so if somebody chants in namabhas, what is the benefit of that? So he will get so much super pious credits, and then he may get even till the point of liberation. He can get liberated from this material world. But he cannot enter into the spiritual world. That credit is not there. Liberation is something like what is that? Krishna जब demons को मारते हैं तो दे देते हैं. ऐसा like free gifts देते रहता है, like कुछ ज़्यादा कोई तंग कर रहे थे उसको देके like बेचते like इसको रख के like चले जाओ तुम ऐसा. So ऐसा liberation is like that. मुक्ति भगवान बांटते रहते हैं उसको. क्योंकि like वो मुक्ति की योग्यता नहीं है, फिर से गिर जाएगा वो अंदर. So there is not much of a problem giving mukti. So like Lord gives mukti. So it is the lowest most what is that benefit that somebody can get from chanting the names of the Lord. So mukti deke bhej dete bhagwan. So like this is haram. If somebody is like chanting this namabhas also, he can get liberation. He can immediately, his sins can be destroyed and he can get liberation. So chanting indicates, like this namabhas means what? Chanting indicating some other object, or chanting the names of the Lord, which is separated. Sometimes it is like some examples that are given as halam, riktam. Here ha is there and ri is there separately in two different words, but still it will be considered that the chanting of the name of Hari. So like that. This is even if the syllables are coming little separated. So but still the holy name will work. The power of the holy name is not taken off. It is still, it works. And still that person will get destroyed of all his, not anarthas, only sins. So all his sins will be destroyed and he is eligible for liberation, right? So like that. So and then the letters of the holy name are so much spiritually potent that they act even when they are uttered improperly, or incorrect grammar, or with separated parts. So regarding this, there is a nice shloka which comes in this section. So this is, yesterday I was trying to memorize this shloka, but I could not finish. Now I'll see and read. Namaikamasya vachi smarana padagatam shrotra moolam gatam va shuddham va shuddha varnam vyavahita rahitam tarayatteva satyam tacche deha dravina janata lobha pashanda madhye nikshiptam shyana falajanakam shigramevatra vipra. So it mentions this Nama Ekam, no, one utterance of the holy name, Nama Ekam. Like what way? No, which is considered to be utterance of the holy name? Vachi. No, if somebody speaks the holy name, somebody chants the holy name. Or Smarana Patagatam. No, like the path of one's remembrance. Like somehow or other he remembers the holy name. No, like this one, Smarana Patagatam or Shrotra Moolagatam. No, like somehow or other he allowed the holy name to enter his ears. No, so then it is considered to be one utterance of the holy name. If this happens, and if this happens, whether Shuddham va Ashuddha Varanam, no, that means if the grammatically it was no proper, not proper, like kuch bhi hai, like and then Vyavahita Rahitam, so it should be devoid of offenses, or it can also be understood as it should be a like Hari should be a like sequence of letters that should be done, or it can be separated also, halam riktam, like that. So even if it is separated, or even if it is improperly composed, or even if it is not shuddha varanam or ashuddha varanam, whatever it may be, so it is for sure it is going to destroy the sinful credits of the person, and it's going to give them liberation. Only condition is tachet the deha dravina janata lobha pashanda madhya. So it should not be used for any personal, this one, not for one's own body, or to get some money, or to get some followers, or something like that. Basically we should not commit an offense towards the holy name, and even without our knowledge, we just chant, without just for making fun of somebody or something like that, we just chant. It has the power, it will actually work. That's the power of the holy name, right? So it is really, really very powerful. Whether somebody knows, not knows, somebody by mistake, or somebody like speaking some material things. Haram is actually a material thing. When they are speaking some material thing, like kaise bhi karke wo what is that? The aksharas actually manifested of the name. Even if it happens like that, it has the power to destroy the sinful reactions. But only thing is, one should not commit offense to the holy name. So now, if you see what is the offense, like what constitute an offense to the holy name, anything that is spiritual, like the holy name, the spiritual master, the scriptures, the supreme personality of Godhead, equating to them to some material things. Bhagavan or the Devi Devata, sab saman hai. Like then it's a problem. The holy name is a material sound vibration, then it's a problem. The scriptures are just material subjects, though some koi to like aisa speculate karke likh diya usko, so then it's an offense. So like this, or some material things, अरे सब भगवान है, सब देवी देवता भगवान है, so like that, या तो भगवान का दिव्य नाम को like भौतिक स्तर पर लेके आना, नहीं तो भौतिक चीजों को आध्यात्मिक स्तर पर लेके जाना. So this is an offense to the holy name, right? So like if we don't do this thing, or if we don't use the holy name for some material purpose, material benefits and things like that, so then it is not an offense. One may say like a person who's a meat eater, that too cow eater, and if he says haram, he will become liberated. He will get liberated. ऐसा ही rule है. भगवान का नाम का power है वैसा. So because he has only committed sin, he has not committed offense. If he starts committing offense, then holy name will not work. So इसके लिए like all these glories of the holy name, it will work like this, work like that. All these things will not work for devotees, because devotees offense commit करते हैं. जब तक devotee नहीं बना, तब तक see. ना रहेगा बास, ना बजेगा बांसुरी. If we are not associating with the Lord, holy name and scriptures and things like that, तो उसको offense कैसा कर सकते हैं हम लोग? offense कर ही नहीं सकते, है ना? तो इसके लिए like when we are new, so we made sufficient advancement. All our sins got destroyed, and we make sufficient advancement. उसके बाद सब पता चल गया कि भगवान कौन है, हरिनाम कौन है, शास्त्र क्या है, like सब कुछ पता चल गया. Like after that, we have to follow rules and regulations. If you don't follow, you will get into offense and the process will not work. So that is why it is very essential that we should not use these things for our material purpose, material benefit. So we should use it as a worshipable entity. We should actually try to serve. Namasmaran is actually a service to the holy name. It is not like I will get benefited, so I will chant. No, not like that. No, it is a service to the holy name. So when we do it as a service to the holy name, so then it is very powerful actually. Right, so this is and then he says that this is considered to be a slight race of the holy name. Just like the fog is there right, in the morning, we are seeing fog, and just the initial rays of the sun is sufficient to put down the fog. So once like the sun is there in the center, तो fog का निशानी नहीं रहेगा. So but then the initial rays of the sun is sufficient to destroy the fog. In the same way, just the namabas or abas means like the like सूरज अभी तक horizon में नहीं दिख रहा है, like it is, the sun is not there in the horizon, but the initial rays has come, that is sufficient to destroy the darkness, and that is sufficient to destroy the fog. So in that way, like this, what is that? The holy name's initial rays, namabas. Namabas can come even by unknowingly chanting. If somebody does that, so then it can destroy the ignorance of the person, and it can destroy the sinful reactions. And it can actually give liberation. That kind of benefit that is there. With unknowing or what is that? Unknowing chanting of the name of the Lord. So then the Bhagavatam actually, sorry, Chaitanya Charitamrita, like. Haridas Thakur actually quoting a sloka which says that if that is the power of by chanting by mistake, so then what will be the power of chanting with faith and reverence and with the mood of service? It will be like super duper, really amazing actually. So we should not worry that like अभी नामाभास उतना अच्छे से नहीं कर सकते हैं क्योंकि like हम लोग डिवोटी बन गए, अभी ऑफेंसेस के बारे में पता है. हम लोग ट्रिक नहीं कर सकते. ट्रिक करने के लिए कोशिश करेंगे तो वो नामाभास हो जाए, this naam aparad ho jayega. So then it is not going to work. So but then we are offered something more higher. Have faith in the names of the Lord, have reverence, and render service to the holy names of the Lord. So like free में रोड पे बांटने वाला चीजों को इतना वैल्यू है, like घर के अंदर ट्रेजर में लॉक करके रखा हुआ चीज like कितना वैल्यूबल होगा. And the Lord is ready to give that, the most highest treasure, that is Krishna Prem, the loving attraction to the lotus feet of the Lord. That is possible just by chanting the names of the Lord. So in the Narasimha Puran there is a like this one that is there. Yavana, he gone to a forest, and then he was attending nature's call, and at that time a wild boar, which has a horn also, which came and poked him, and he was about to die, and he saw back. He thought like अरे सुअर से मरना चाहिए क्या? This like this Yavanas also consider the pigs as what is that, untouchable, and he is like so much worried that he is dying because of killed by an untouchable animal. He was telling haram haram and then uska liberation mil gaya. So that is also a very strategic point, because he is going to die and you don't have opportunity to kill another cow or commit another sinful activity, and before that he died, taking the names of the Lord, he died. So and then so like sometimes Srila Prabhupada mentioned in one lecture that one of our famous politician, he also died saying the name Hey Ram, but then he is not going to attain this benefit because he used the names of the Lord and Bhagavad Gita for political purposes, which is Nam Aparad. Because of that the holy name will not work for him. So that is another this one. So without offenses, if we happen to utter the names of the Lord, so then it is going to work very very powerfully. And for us most important is like we have to chant with reverence, and we have to chant with attention, with focus. When we chant like that, then it becomes super powerful actually. Right, so I pause here for some time and we'll take questions, and we have lot more things to discuss. In case if Prasadam doesn't come after question answers, then we can continue the session. Prasadam aa gaya? Nahi na? ठीक. Any questions? Yes, Prabhu. Sanjay Prabhu. एक और माइक है क्या? देखिएगा.
तो जल्दी अपना ऊपर संग्रह कीजिए, अवसर हाथ से न जाने दे. हमारे टूरिज्म सहायता केंद्र में आकर अपना नाम लिखवा और अपनी श्रीधाम यात्रा सफल बनाएं। जल्दी कीजिए, यह मौका क्योंकि पीछे
इसको ठीक कीजिए।
हरे कृष्णा।
बात कीजिए उसमें।
You mentioned that by chanting the holy names, even like offense with offense. So I mean, initially someone can chant unconsciously also without knowing its potency. That time also it actually nullifies the sins. And if we chant the holy names like consciously and then without offenses, then it completely destroys the sins. Offenses
So there, this is okay. So this is one thing is like what Prabhu was mentioning is if we unknowingly chant the names of the Lord, it destroys the sins. And if we knowingly and with faith and reverence, if we chant, it destroys the sins. That is like side benefit. No, that is not the main benefit. The main benefit is Krishna Prem. No, loving attachment to the Supreme Lord.
My question was, so offenseless chanting destroys the sins, and you told that the ignorance also goes away, and the person can actually get liberated. So, but you also mentioned along in that discussion that it may not destroy the anarthas. So, when will the anarthas be destroyed?
So, yeah. So anarthas means like the loving attachment to the Supreme Lord. No. So to that to come, it takes some time. So that is like higher degrees of anarthas. The lower degrees of anarthas, like considering the matter to be everything. No, spirit and matter is one, and things like that. So these kind of anarthas will get cleared because that is a prerequisite for liberation. So no, whatever is necessary for liberation will happen. So beyond that, it will not come.
Is there any specific or specific some stages are there?
Yeah.
The anartha is there, but
Yeah, there is a chart. If you remember, like the stages of clearance, we had displayed a chart during Harinam Chintamani seminar. So Anartha Nivritti actually doesn't happen all at once in the Anartha Nivritti stage. No, there are many components of Anartha Nivritti that is there. So some happens before, some happens later, and some happens after lot of endeavor. Like that. No, there is a staggered this one of these anartha nivrittis happen. So there are some easy anartha nivrittis are there that happens very quickly. Like sometimes Srila Prabhupada says like people giving up intoxication and meat eating and things like that, that's anartha nivritti. Yeah, definitely it's anartha nivritti, but that is like one component of the anartha nivritti. There is after that like there is many other components of anartha nivritti that is there. So like anarthas which is caused by the past samskaras, like our nature and things like that. So that takes little more longer time. So that is also anartha nivritti, right? So and then anarthas regarding the holy name and things like that. Still more deeper anarthas like that needs to go, like that takes even more longer time actually. So in that way, so it goes at different stages.
It's like we have the 9 stages of bhakti, and then you mentioned that anartha nivritti is obviously one stage, but still anartha nivritti is staggered, and it takes place at different stages. But how it is connected to the holy names of the Lord, like we have the offensive and the Lord.
Yeah.
Then how it is related to this if you map.
So the mapping is there. So which stage, which kind of anartha will go, and also like the holy name. The one important this one is as the anarthas reduce, so the clarity emerges. And as we reduce the anarthas, so that much we have like progress in Krishna consciousness. So initially the anarthas are in the high, and the progression in Krishna consciousness is low, and it is going to happen like this. So it is going to gradually like directly proportional. Jitna anartha jata hai utna progress hota hai actually. And basically now if you see, the best example is the rising of the sun. So when the sun rises, so like as much as the sun rises, that much of darkness is going off and that much of clarity is coming, right? So it's exactly like this it's going to happen. It's not that anartha nivritti fatak se like ek din pura anartha nikal gaya. Aisa nahi hone wala. So it is going to happen gradually and progressively. And that's how the scriptures also say that Bhagavatam, one shloka that we often talk about, pushti shuddhapayo anugasha, means at every morsel of food that you take, no, you get nourishment, you get satisfaction, and you get reduction of hunger. It is going to progressively and no gradually and progressively, like it is going to happen, no, incrementally, and no, this one like that. So it is not going to happen like what is that in a flash. No, that's not going to happen like that. It's going to happen gradually. So Anantanurti is a stage where it marks the 50%. No, like he has crossed 50%. No, then like no, rest of the thing becomes easier. That's why it is called as Anantanurti. He was asking.
Hare Krishna everyone. Welcome to There is an
Switch it on.
important announcement.
Guruji, actually, the offenseless chanting and the Suchinam are the same thing, or are they
Different. So offenseless chanting means Nam Abas. No, and Shuddha Nam means like he has developed more relationship with the holy name. No, so then it becomes Shuddha Nam.
And Guruji, one more question is like, suppose like we call Mridanga and objects related to spiritual things, spiritual activities as Balramji. So suppose that is also an object that is spiritual. But if suppose like that perspective removes, like person starts treating object only as everything.
So then, yeah, so here it's a very nice this one. The chanting of the holy names, it is not just like we have to respect the holy name. So we should respect all the paraphernalia of the Lord. So Mridanga, Kartal, no, or the flowers that are offered to the Lord. So anything that is in connection with the Lord, it should be dealt with in a like respectful way, no, as it should be dealt with. No, it should be dealt with. So otherwise what happens, it amounts to offense, and when offense happens, then we cannot progress in Krishna consciousness.
And like means there should be any distinction between like suppose if a person does not have distinction, like any object is not Balramji, and like some objects which are used for spiritual activities, those are on the Balramji. So that is also considered.
Yeah. So that is means to consider that whatever used in the service of the Lord is like no, they have to be given a very very high respect. So, but then all other things, no, all the other material things which are there. So it's not that we can just no bulldoze them and no do anything and everything with them. So they are also part and parcel of the Lord. The Lord says, "Bhumi rapa analavayo kammano buddhirevacha." But we cannot take them and worship them as we worship the paraphernalia of the Lord, as we serve the paraphernalia of the Lord. So we have to like we cannot be completely exploitative about that, about like just like nature. So if I exploit the nature, and then I try to chant the Hare Krishna mantra, no, it will not work. No, because nature is also part and parcel of the Lord. So I should try to see how to conserve the nature, how to properly utilize only things that are necessary for me. So that is also there in Ishopanishad. Isha vashyam edam sarvam etkincham jagatyam jagat tena taktena bunjita magruda kasya suddhanam. So one should accept only as much as it is allotted for him as a quota, and one should not encroach upon others' property. So if he does like that, so then he can advance in bhakti, So otherwise, if exploitative mentality comes, or udasin, or some kind of this one like this is all like useless and things like that, so then also we cannot make progress in bhakti. Right? So we should have appropriate respect towards all the things. So one of the things, like as we are coming to the Dham, so one thing that we can do is we should not throw the plastic materials or waste materials here and there. At least we should try to see that we should put them in the dustbin, and we should think twice or thrice before taking any plastic, buying a plastic bottle or things like that. So if at all it is completely unavoidable, then we can do. If it is avoidable, so like when we are traveling in the train, if it is possible, to get down, we have sufficient number of bottles and we get down and fill water. So then we don't need to buy the plastic bottles more, So like that we should calculate, that thing which is going to cause environmental hazard. So we should try to see how much to minimize, and this also will enhance the bhakti. And we are too much udasin about all these things. Arey kaun dekhta hai, like ek aur bottle leke fek do usko. So then that is like that can actually hamper our progress in bhakti. No, because that is also connection with the Lord. The nature is connected with the Lord, and we should care for that also, right? So in that way, we should have a wholesome perspective of Krishna consciousness. Yes, please.
हरे कृष्ण मैंने मेरा फ्रेंड को
थोड़ा पास में रखना चाहिए और जोर से बोलना चाहिए. So आप सब लोग को सुनाई दे रहा है ना मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ? Because I am shouting at the mic actually. No, that is why you are able to hear.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I preaching me try to preach my friend. So actually he is asking first person what material benefit I'll get by joining the ISKCON or by using the holy name of the Lord. So I try to like explain like I material things like that. He if he came to the ISKCON and if he taken the holy name of the Lord, so is it going to offense?
See, first people will start in the material platform only. The better not to educate them on this kind of side. So we can actually educate them on other aspect. That if you see, like if you come to the program, no, तुम्हारा dinner का पैसा बच जाएगा, है ना? Right. So, and then another thing which Narad Muni says to Mrigari, no, Mrigari is a hunter, and he says that like you see that if you eat the material substances or food that is prepared for yourself, so then no paap lagega, no, and if you eat prasad, no, then paap se mukt honge. So like you see that you become pious and you stop committing sinful activities. So then so much of benefit you are going to get, and you cannot imagine like how much of benefit you are going to get. So it is, see what benefit you are getting, it's based on how much punya you have, and what suffering you are going to get, it's based on how much sinful activities that you have performed. So already like पाप इतना किया है, एटलीस्ट कम से कम थोड़ा तो पुण्य करेंगे, है ना? सो लाइक पुण्य करेंगे तो कुछ तो अच्छा निकलेगा, एंड वी से लाइक कि you will get such kind of a benefit that cannot be even described, so describe करेंगे तो like आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. So उतना benefit मिलेगा आपको, क्या मिलेगा? If we tell that you will get loving attraction to the lotus feet of the Lord, अरे ये तो क्या है, like that's why we should not tell too much about that. आपको ऐसा benefit मिलेगा, यम लद्वा चापरम लाभम मन्यते न अधिकम तथा, उसको प्राप्त करने के बाद आपको लगेगा कि और कुछ जरूरत नहीं, इतना मिलेगा तुमको. So we can actually tell in the lines of the scriptures, and we can encourage people in that way, Hare Krishna. Yes, कोई तो नंबर कीजिए, सब काफी हाथ उठ रहे.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the class. I have a doubt too that like when we chant, generally I sleep in chanting. So like it is said that keep chanting, it will gradually go on. But I think I take it as a wrong way that okay, it's good to sleep also, and let me chant constantly, let me keep chanting, it will go away. So like it is offensive it seems, so
Yeah.
like, if you can help me in that case.
Yeah, sleeping during chanting, it's a very major problem. So, and it is noted as one of the problems in the this one, like Vikshepa, Laya, and things like that, and all. It's considered to be one of the problems, in the process of performing this Nam Sankirtan. So, like some of the fundamental things, like it is not that something it will. Without any diligent work on that, it will automatically go. It may go, but it may go after many lifetimes, probably. So, but then if we diligently work on it, then it will be very powerful. It can go very fast. So, some of the basic things why that happens, it happens because like we are not able to actively connect with the Lord. In the very same time, if you talk to another devotee, will you get sleep? You will not get sleep. Because there is an active connection. There is an active conversation that is going on. So, but here we are not able to connect with the Lord. So then, it becomes, the mind cannot, be enthusiastic with a conversation where no reciprocation is there on the other side, right? So it is very essential that we have a like nice connect with the Lord, so without connect with the Lord, so that means without proper connection with the Lord, so we are not making progress also. Utna chanting jo kar raha hai, like it is just going with very little benefit, very feeble benefit, we are getting. So we should see that cost benefit analysis also we should do. अरे like बाकी लोग तो कितना enjoy किया, materially कम से कम तो enjoy किया, तो मैंने spiritually भी enjoy नहीं किया, materially भी enjoy नहीं किया. Devotee may tell like Prabhuji like नींद बहुत अच्छा था, enjoy किया. So but then उसके लिए like सुबह सुबह उठ के इतना परेशान क्यों लेना है, like आराम से बेड में लेट के like और अच्छा नींद ले सकते थे. तुमने कुछ तो sacrifice किया. So why did you do this sacrifice, if you are not getting benefit, right? So like we should be very analytical about that, and we should feel bad also about that. More if we feel bad about it, so feeling bad, it should be accompanied with a positive faith in the Lord, otherwise we'll get into depression. So only feeling bad, we'll get into depression. It is like little tricky thing. So we should have faith in the Lord, that Lord can actually help me. The Lord can actually remove the sleep from my chanting, and He can actually give me a very, very nice chanting session. I can be fully absorbed in the chanting. It's possible by the grace of the Lord. We should have faith in the Lord, and we should see that it is basically because of connection is not happening. In fact, if our sambandha is not clear, or if the abhidaya is not clear, this can happen. Or even if the prayojana is not clear, then also it can happen. If we don't have sufficient eagerness to attain the goal, or if we don't even, the goal is not there even in the picture, so then it becomes quite difficult. Like किस लिए मैं chanting कर रहा हूँ? So then that also becomes quite difficult. So we should fix the goal. At least one safest goal that I've seen and experimented with is that to hear the names of the Lord clearly. That's the safest goal that we can have. And because it is an instruction that is given by Srila Prabhupada, if you take initiation, the spiritual master also instructs you, saying that chant with attention and things like that. So hearing the names of the Lord clearly is a very, very safe goal to assume, which is in line with the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. And if that goal is not attained, we should be like mad after it, right? So it is like छोटा बच्चे का बस like बोल रहे हैं कि like मैं अभी तुमको एग्जीबिशन में लेके जाऊंगा या मार्केट में लेके जाऊंगा और खिलौना लेके दूंगा. And the moment you tell that, from that time onwards, कब मिलेगा कब मिलेगा कब मिलेगा कब मिलेगा, like परेशान कर देगा वो, है ना? So like that, this one should be, the eagerness to attain the goal should be like very, very strong. And once we have the eagerness, so then we should have dependence on the Lord. We should depend on the Lord, that He, I want this, and I know that the Lord can give this thing to me. And there are so much of obstacles that are there in the path of attaining the goal. Sleep is there, distraction is there, कोई कुछ कोई कुछ बोल रहा है, like दो ड्यूटी बात कर रहे हैं, and our interest is there, like वो क्या बात कर रहे हैं, मैं समझना चाहता हूँ, like जानना चाहता हूँ कि then we should ask this question. Like so many lifetimes I have tried to understand so many phenomena in this material world. Enough is enough. दुनिया में कुछ भी चले, like मुझे कुछ किस बात का like कुछ मतलब नहीं है actually. So my only thing is that now I have neglected this holy name since so much long time. Now I want to only hear the holy name and not hear anything else, at least during the chanting time. So we should try to do this thing, like we should try to diligently do the process, having faith on the Lord, and having faith on the Lord that He can deliver this goal to me, and He can even remove all the obstacles, in the path of attaining the goal. And for that, other important aspects is like jaldi sone ka, and jaldi utne ka, and things like that. So and one amazing thing that we are doing this experiment in Brahmacharya ashram, like if devotees when they sleep at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, things like that, so then alarm is very, very important, and sometimes alarm rings also, then the devotee is like, itna jaldi kyun baj gaya, and things like that. So but then if we forcibly like put the devotee to rest by 8:30, 9:30, so then even before alarm rings, the devotee is up, and then he is saying, अरे alarm अभी तक बजा नहीं, अरे नींद पूरा हो गया भाई, वो नींद पूरा हो गया क्या, ऐसा भी होता है? So ड्यूटी इज थिंकिंग अरे ऐसे भी होता है क्या, मैं सोचा कि लाइक अलार्म नहीं बजेगा तो लाइक तब तक नो नींद नहीं खोलता है अरे नींद पूरा हो गया तो भी नींद खोलता है बेचारा हमारा ड्यूटी को एक्सपीरियंस ही नहीं है ना, कभी नींद पूरा ही नहीं होता है बट बाकी नींद जो है वो चैंटिंग के टाइम पे पूरा हो जाता है ना, इसके लिए रेस्ट ऑफ द डे एक्टिव होता है so but then if we calculate and if we just allot the time, no, itna time sona hi hai no, so if we calculate and allot the time for sleeping, then that is like no great service done to the body. नो बॉडी को बाकी सर्विस करने की जरूरत नहीं है नो ये बॉडी को बाकी सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन अच्छा खिलाना, अच्छा ये करना वो करना, लाइक नो सो व्हाट इज दैट, नथिंग इज नीडेड, जस्ट यू गिव सफिशिएंट टाइम टू स्लीप, द बॉडी विल बी सो हैप्पी, इट विल नो जस्ट हियर एवरीथिंग दैट यू से, इट विल हियर, एंड आधा से ज्यादा डॉक्टर बिल उसी में बच जाएगा आप है ना. So just do that, no time, proper time to sleep, and then all other rules and regulations like asat sangatyaha and things like that, reading scriptures, hearing and things like that. So do all the necessary do's and don'ts, and then have faith in the Lord that Lord can actually give me no sleepless chanting, no, and Lord can actually give me no very attentive and absorbed chanting session. No, he can definitely, he can give, and he has the power to destroy all the no obstacles that are there. So if we are living with that, that means या तो हम सोच रहे हैं कि भगवान से भी ये प्रोजेक्ट नो, मैं इतना डिफिकल्ट प्रोजेक्ट हूँ, भगवान भी मुझे बचा नहीं सकते नो, सो ऐसे तो नहीं हो सकता है नो. ऐसा है कि लाइक नो वी आर नॉट मेकिंग प्रेयर, नो वी आर नॉट मेकिंग प्रेयर मीन्स व्हाट, वी आर नॉट मेकिंग द गोल स्ट्रांग, or we are not thinking that the Lord is going to award me this goal, no, or the Lord has the capacity to award me this goal. So these aspects, when it is unclear, you know, when these things are not put in proper place, so then what happens is, you know, this like inattentive chanting, no, actually is there. So it's a project, no, we should diligently do the project. The result will be for sure, it will be there, no. You are there in Mayapur, so like no, think that what is the use of no my so much good education, no good earning and good no like intelligence and things like that, I am not able to do this small thing of no chanting with attention, no क्या like no क्या बड़ा चीज मैंने कर दिया actually, you know. So in that way, like we should feel bad about it, and no, if we go in front of the Lord and if we no sincerely cry and pray to the Lord that कि मुझे चाहिए ही चाहिए, no, I want to chant with attention, no, please give me these blessings. So in that way, like you know, constantly like think about that and pray for that and things like that, so then you see the miracle, no, like really amazing this one. And the chanting time, so this is my only hope, no, this sound vibration, this Hare Krishna mantra is my only hope, no, I'm completely dependent on that, and I want my goal at any cost, no. We should be like really very serious about attaining the goal, no. So when we have that, so then it will work, the process will work. Isme kuch bhi kami ho gaya, no, then it's not going to work, no. So like that, so we should try to diligently do this thing, no, and we should put this abhidaya, this process nicely, and you'll see like no, everybody will see that it is a doable thing, no. Why it is a doable thing? Because नो हमें करना ही नहीं है कुछ, नो भगवान जो मांगते हैं देने के लिए भगवान तैयार है, लेकिन खाली हमको मांगना चाहिए, नो कुछ करना नहीं चाहिए नो. सो भगवान करेंगे सब कुछ, नो हम खाली मांगना चाहिए. तो इसके लिए इट्स अ डूएबल थिंग, बिकॉज नो भगवान का ये सब बहुत आसान है एक्चुअली, नो. सो लॉर्ड कैन वेरी इजीली गिव दिस थिंग टू अस. ओके, यस दीपू. वायरलेस नहीं चल रहा क्या?
Hare Krishna. Continuation to that, I mean chanting question. We see that our past life we had some other sleeping cycle, and after coming into bhakti it is like upside down. So some of us are struggling hard to mold us into that newer lifestyle. In that course of time, it's like because our older taking schedule or something else. Even if we wake up early, it's very difficult to sleep before 10 or 11. Like naturally it doesn't come, and waking up early, the sleep is definitely not complete, and then there is sleeping in chanting. So somehow it's becoming very difficult to break that cycle.
So pray to the Lord. No, just 2 days back this thing happened. Like generally I sleep little early, and I slept at around maybe 8:45 or something like that, and then no, before sleeping I did a mistake. No, बहुत ज़्यादा पानी पी लिया. तो 10:30 like no, बहुत जोर से like I got the pressure for urine, and I got up and went, and when I came back it was like all surrounding me 3D sound was going on. No, सब लोग कराटे मार रहे थे. And then literally I was trying to sleep like anything. No, I have certain ways to sleep actually. No, read something with inattention. No, so then sleep comes. So within 5 minutes sleep comes. No, so and then read what is that like some exercises I have to sleep. All my exercises failed. So then I prayed to the Lord. My Lord, I'm taking your shelter. I want only one thing. I just simply want to sleep now. Please help me to sleep. And within no time, within 5 minutes, I don't even know, like I slept off. So Lord is there, right there to help you. Anything and everything you want, just approach the Lord and pray. He's ready to give. And if you want to adjust yourself, it may take the cycle change to take. It may take a lot of time. But then whatever you want, for the purpose of enhancing your Krishna consciousness, just simply pray to the Lord. So have faith in Him, and then this is something which I feel is very important in executing my Krishna consciousness. My ultimate goal is to be absorbed in your bhajan. So, but then for that, these are all prerequisites I need. So if you also feel the same, like please grant this, or otherwise, like whatever it is needed, for executing very intense devotional service, please grant me that. So like that, we can actually pray in that way, right? तो नींद खोलना है तो भगवान को प्रे करना चाहिए, नींद चाहिए तो भगवान को प्रे करना चाहिए. कुछ भी है लाइक भगवान को प्रे करना चाहिए, है ना.
One more question, Prabhuji. So we saw that how Lord is there in form as Paramatma inside us, and He is also going through the same suffering that we are going through. And on the other hand, we also see that He is suffering under Satchidananda. So how is that compatible, both of the things? That He is there also and...
So it is like there are two things that we need to understand. Again, the Sambandha aspect of the Lord. Who is He and how does He experience the suffering of the living entities? He sits as Paramatma in the heart, and He is also considered to be Bhokta. He experiences all that before even we experience, the Lord experiences. So that's the condition. So then it's the same, like before even we can see something, how do we actually get the perception of there is an object that is existing there? Because the Paramatma sees and He gives us the, He enables that, okay, each is here, like samajh lo, like that. So first the Lord sees and then we see, then we get the perception of that particular object. So that's how it is, like even the experience of suffering that we are going through, it is not that भगवान मैं इतना कष्ट कर रहा हूँ, like कष्ट भोग रहा हूँ, so like बचाओ मुझे, like तुमको पता नहीं चल रहा है क्या, like हमको पता चलने के पहले उनको पता चल गया. It is not that he doesn't know. So like two things that we need to understand. One is that He is ocean of bliss. In ocean of bliss, a mustard of misery that comes, it doesn't make much difference actually. And on other aspect, we see the Lord's misery is not like our misery. There is a particular, the material misery and happiness, it actually is, technically it is to be considered as misery only. And spiritual misery and happiness is considered to be happiness. This has intrinsic nature of bliss. In the material world, it is mentioned that happiness, like the example given for the happiness is that if a camel is eating a cactus, like a thorny bush, and it actually cuts his tongue, and then blood comes and it actually tastes its own blood, and it thinks that, oh, बहुत अच्छा है, like ये तो ये शाक बहुत अच्छा है. So but then actually speaking, it is actually damaging his body, and certain damage is considered to be happiness, like smoking. It's actually burning his body. It's actually giving him cancer and things like that. And people actually think that it is happiness. Drinking, people think that it is happiness. In the same way, material happiness, eating, nice foodstuffs, which I like, and then seeing, things which are, very nice and things like that. So, like gratifying the senses is considered to be happiness, but actually it is considered, it's actually, misery only. एंड मटेरियल मिजरी तो सब लोग समझते हैं वो मिजरी है, उसको डिफाइन करने के लिए जरूरत नहीं है. जो नहीं समझता लाइक उसको डिफाइन करना चाहिए. सो मटेरियल हैप्पीनेस इज आल्सो कंसिडर्ड टू बी मिजरी. बट ऑन द अदर हैंड, स्पिरिचुअली स्पीकिंग, like happiness, no, coming in contact with the Lord, no, it's a happiness, and being in separation from the Lord, no, it's a misery. And this misery also has the nature of happiness, just like how material world, the both happiness and misery has the nature of misery. So in the spiritual realm, both the happiness and misery has the nature of bliss. No, so the Lord is thinking for the living entity. No, it is not on the material plane. No, for the Lord there is nothing material, because anything that is in connection with the Lord becomes spiritual. So if Lord has a no thought of misery, like no, that will be definitely spiritual, and that will be supremely blissful. No, it has an intrinsic nature of bliss. You know, like that. Let's suppose look पीछे हाँ क्लास के बीच में हाथ उठाए थे.
Prabhuji, like you told, hearing of the Lord also gives liberation in you. So will it work for Bhoga Yoni also?
What is it? Hearing of?
Hearing of Lord's name and all things. So will it work for Bhoga Yoni also?
Bhoga Yoni means?
Like
Animals. Yeah, that is also like one of the questions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. ठीक है, ऐसा yavanas they will get delivered. So what happens to other living entities, plants, trees, and other animals and things like that? So then, what is that? Haridas Thakur says that ये तो project आप already खत्म कर दिए भगवान. आप तो जारीखंड में गए and जोर जोर से आप chant किए all the trees and plants got delivered and all the animals also got delivered, and in fact they got Krishna prem and they were dancing together. Even the tiger and deer they were dancing together. That's the effect of your chanting. So by loud chanting, so by loud sankirtan, so even all the trees, plants, and other animals also get benefited. So many times Srila Prabhupada had instructed his disciples, some animal is dying or something like that. So Prabhupada has told that please chant for that living entity. It is going to leave the body and things like that. ठीक है, प्रसाद आ गया पू? ठीक है. So now we will go for another dose of spiritual nourishment, prasadam, so which is not for our enjoyment but for our service. So one nice meditation for prasadam is that if we consider that these food particles have touched the lotus lips of the Lord, and it is spiritually very potent, and it can actually transform my heart. It can just make spiritual revolution within my system, and I should render service to this prasadam. Like that when we approach, so then we will have heart transforming prasadam session. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.